welcome to episode number 2 of our podcast, Dads and Sports. It's your boy Leo.
And it's your boy Quiet Storm.
Ooh, yes, sir. You know how we do. So we're back again. Thank everybody who chimed in and listened to episode 1
Thank you.
podcast. Yeah. It was pretty cool that we got a little. It's like having no, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say it's like having a baby, and then you get to see your baby. But no, we don't want the women to get mad. Yeah. So this episode we're gonna talk about the big NBA contracts that's happened since episode 1. And then we're going to dive into that. Then next, we're going to dive into NFL running backs and why they're not getting paid. What you got? You got something?
I just said, they got to pay him. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. Sure. And then lastly, we're going to talk about the GOAT. Bad. Wait, that's a is that a GOAT? I sounded like a little baby. Wham. No, we're gonna talk about Leo Messi in Miami, Miami Vice.
Yeah, there's another contract I want to talk about too, and I sent it to you, and I saw it.
I saw that. Oh my gosh, we're gonna. So wait, do you want to pop that?
We'll get to.
You want to start with that?
Let's go to that. Let's go to that. Okay, let's go first. Lionel Messi, he finally went to Miami.
Yes. So wait,
right?
you said finally. Why do you say finally? You said finally. What do you mean by that?
I know they had been trying to get him to come to America to play soccer in the MLS league in the US, and he finally came over. And he's already had success already in the first game.
Man, and let me tell you, the celebrities were out, man. Like it was crazy. Me and Aisha were talking about the fact that you had these goats in their own profession, like taking their phones out and like trying to capture the moment. And I mean, it kind of
was a who's,
huh?
It definitely was a who's who. Like you said, I saw Serena Williams with her phone out. Serena Williams is pregnant. She's on the sideline with her phone out.
Exactly.
LeBron James. I want to say Tom Brady, but I could be wrong. But yeah, I mean, like you said, the stars were out in Miami, and then he has a hot selling jersey right now. So, and I mean, the way he came in, he won the game like a GOAT. He scored the winning goal for his team to win on his first game.
Yeah.
Debut game.
And I told Aisha, I said, I feel like it's kind of like he's he came. It's kind of like TB, kind of like Tom Brady. He came there. Yeah. I think he's getting towards the end of his career, so he wants to live it out in Miami. I mean, who wouldn't want to like finish out their career and retire in Miami, and be out there in the limelight like that, man. But big shout outs to Leo, man, because he's definitely goated for real. I put him top 5, top 3 soccer players.
In soccer?
Yeah. I'll put him up there top 3. Oh, my wife.
He's earned
my wife
that.
said, so I don't know. My wife, she's from the
okay.
So she that soccer is real big over there, or football is real big over there. So
right,
she gave me the side eye, so I don't know. But yeah, okay. So go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, yeah, Lionel Messi. So that's Lionel Messi situation. So today I got a notification. I saw it on my phone. I couldn't believe the number that I saw. So apparently I can't say this dude's name. His name is Mbappe, I think.
Kylian Mbappe.
I think, what is it, the Saudi Arabian team? One of those teams.
Yeah, it was Al Hilal.
Whoever it is, they need to sign me up too. Okay,
please.
Sign soccer, because apparently they're gonna offer this dude $700 million or $300 million. What was the number again?
No, I saw it was in the bills. It was like $3 billion.
Is it $1 billion?
Bro, it's crazy. Bill. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Saudi Arabia is trying to pay Kylian Mbappe 776 million. But oh wait, okay, now this it's a Bleacher Report and everybody else all over the place. Now Bleacher Report is saying 1.1 bill
Get that structure, man.
for 1 year. One
Ooh,
bill for a year.
where they get that? My thing is where they getting the money for that. I mean, I know soccer is the number one sport globally, but are they getting money like that
Well, that's Saudi Arabia, man. They over there. They over
to
there.
pay? And this is to pay one player. So what? One player gonna be the superstar, the man, and the rest of the players gonna be scrubs. That's why I don't get that.
Well, I mean, unless I mean, because I've heard of them. Uh they have some pretty good players and some pretty wealthy teams over there
Yeah, it must be that's the Earl money, the
because
oil.
oil money and airlines and all that good stuff over there. Tourists, they got some money somewhere. They got something over there somewhere. Because I
Yeah,
think What's called went over there for a little bit. I want to say, or he Ronaldo went over there, or Messi went over there. One of them
yeah. I think one of Ronaldo.
one
Ronaldo
of them
got
went
paid
over.
over there
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So they you know
too.
they're making, but yeah, that's crazy. And so you got one player, one soccer player or a football player, um, being asked to come play for 1 bill, but then you got NFL running backs who are
Uh,
going
they
through
can't,
can't get paid, and
they
it's
can't even
just
get.
like they can't get a
And then
meal.
yes, I like that we're going into because you and I talked about it. You and I, we grew up on some legendary running backs, and I had
Absolutely,
mentioned favorites was Reggie Bush. I respected Emmitt Smith, Jerome Bettis. I know you got some favorite running backs too, growing up too. That they to me like they made a football team. You had the
absolutely.
quarterback, your wide receiver, and then like a strong running back.
Hmm.
So who were your favorite running backs growing up?
So as y'all as well, you probably know, but now you're finna figure out to the fans. I like power, like I like big because I'm a big guy, so I like I like power. And like when you run, I feel like you should have power, and so
Hmm.
I like the Mike Alstadts. Uh, I like the Larry Kasankas. Uh,
Yeah,
you remember Larry Kasanka from in Miami?
I think so. I think so. I think so.
John Riggins, Big John Riggins.
Know that
Uh,
too.
you know John Riggins,
Jay.
Big white guy that played for the Redskins, number 44. He was nice. My favorite, the bus. I like the bus. Earl Campbell. Can't forget the Tyler Rose, Earl Campbell. Shout out to the home.
Yeah, Tyler's fine.
Yeah, shout out to the hometown
Yeah.
hero. Yeah. Uh, but then I liked. There's a couple of scat backs I liked. I like the 1-2 punch that New York had with Brandon Jacobs and Little Man. They use
Mm,
I like that. I like the you can go back. Marion Barber, rest in
yeah.
peace, Marion Barber. I liked him. You know,
Yeah.
Chris Johnson, scat back,
Mhm.
real
You
fat.
gotta have it.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
have that. So those type of players I grew up in, and we emulated them. Like we wanted to, wanted to go out there and be like them and run like them. And whenever we played throw up tackle, I'm Emmitt Smith. I'm doing no. And so that's that we grew up on that. And now you're telling me that they're not you know, they're not
It's valued. I
they're not
say,
value.
I think, this is kind of a tough statement. I think elite quarterbacks like Mahomes have killed the quarterback position.
Mm,
I'll let you chime in on this in a moment because Mahomes, he can do it all, and he can run out the pocket if necessary, get you a first down. I mean, to me, the running game for Kansas City, it wasn't strong, but it was fair enough to where it can it keeps the defense kind of honest. So
yes.
I think teams now are looking because they want a quarterback like a Mahomes type quarterback, so they can run on a flop, run and throw. So I feel like Mahomes players like Mahomes that kind of killed the running back position. What do you think?
I so I'm trying to find it. I saw a meme, um, and it had the four running backs. It said the four running back, the four horsemen running backs that messed up running backs contracts, and it was like four running backs, and one of them I can't remember. I just remember one of them was what's his name? One of them was Le'Veon Bell. The other one was Ezekiel Elliott, and I can't remember the other two because they were saying that they paid these people big money, and they didn't, and they just continued to pay them big money because of their name and how they did this and did that, and then they didn't end up, you know, meeting to the standards. So while I do feel like they want to teams want a quarterback now that can do it all. Um, I do also feel like that the quarterback can do it all. The quarterback, because then what's going to happen is they'll keep running, and boom, what happens? Uh,
Injury.
you know,
Deshaun Watson. Yeah, they're gonna get hit.
JJ Watt's gonna come in and hit you, and then it's a wrap, and so you're down to Jake Jackson, who's played zero snaps since middle school, and he's out there. So I mean, I do think that they want that, but I can see where you're coming from, but I just think that it's a matter of they've paid running backs big money, and 90% of them didn't end up doing anything with it. So and like I said, Ezekiel Elliott is a prime example because like where's he at now? Nobody's picked him up, not that I know of.
Right.
You know,
I got
but
another for you.
yeah,
Go
go ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No. One of my all-time favorite players. What's the team I play with every time we get on Madden? Well, my favorite team when I get on Madden, if you know.
The Texans.
My who?
The Texans.
No, not the Texans. The Ravens. Mark Jackson.
Oh, Lamar Jackson. Yes, he's another one.
I talked about Mahomes, I guess, kind of killing the running back position. To me, the Ravens, if they had, I heard that elite running backs do not want to play with Lamar Jackson because they know they're not going to get the ball.
Mm.
I I read this. Well, somebody made a statement about that, and I
Who
feel
who's
like
their running back? Let me see.
so.
Gus Ed?
Who's the running back for the Ravens? I mean, I know OBJ gonna be is the wide receiver. You always got to have a good wide receiver, but the running back, I don't know who it is.
J.K.
I think it's
Dobbins.
Yes, that sounds for me.
Um, Justice Hall, J.K. Dobbins, Melvin Gordon, uh, Gus Edwards, and Patrick Ricard, the fullback. Those are the running backs.
Them boys ain't doing no 4 or 5 yards per carry, whoever they are.
No, J.K. Dobbins is nice. Now Justice Hall, he must be new, but Melvin Gordon, that's the one that finessed he got a ring last year with the is that Melvin Gordon that got the ring with the Kansas City and didn't play a snap?
I don't I don't know.
And
Could
everybody
be
was
have to
talking.
do that.
I think so. Everybody was talking about him. I think.
But this also, if you name an elite quarterback in the league right now, usually like I said, you and growing up, we would if you would see a quarterback, you can name an elite quarterback and running back duo is what I'm trying to say. So
Yeah,
back in the day, Emmitt Smith's quarterback was
Troy
Troy
Aikman,
Aikman, right? Who's another? Oh, Jerome Bettis. Who was Jerome Bettis? Who's his quarterback?
Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger. Uh,
But
dang, I'm
but
trying to
they
think.
but they stayed with them like because you think about it. Tom Brady had
He's different.
he,
Tom Brady don't have
he-
running backs, receivers. I could have went out there. We could have ran won a ring with Tom
uh,
Brady. He's different. But I'm just thinking about the other like quarterback and running back duos in history. Like you said, they stayed together.
ooh Brett oh
Who was Brett Favre? Big old,
uh Corey Dillon no
no,
he had some
he was known.
Terrell Davis and
John Elway, TD
John
and John
Elway.
Elway.
Yeah.
Man, you don't have that quarterback running back duo nowadays in football.
No, you don't. You just got either the quarterback is good or the running back is good or they're both just kind of mediocre. Oh yeah, the wide receiver too.
Like wide receiver, that's the duo now.
But
So yeah,
so I looked it up and this is what they said about the contracts for the running backs. Um How much do NFL running backs get paid? The average salary of an NFL running back is 1.76 million, which is about which is 1 million less than the average for a player on offense.
That's almost a veteran minimum, almost, right? No, no, veteran minimum is like a couple 100,000, but
The
still, don't.
the average salary for a left tackle is 8.95 million by contrast.
Wow, to protect the quarterback, you get 8 mil, and to run the ball, million. Something right there.
And then this is brand new. This happened a couple hours ago. Nick Chubb says NFL running backs are in quote unquote tough spot after a Zoom meeting because they had a Zoom. I don't know if you knew that they had a Zoom meeting and they were talking about I guess how to figure out how to get past this. But he said they're in trouble. They're in a tough spot, which is so crazy because I don't. What happened? Like, how did this all of a sudden just become a thing?
I'm telling you, man, they changed the type of quarterbacks. Back in the day, the quarterbacks were more pocket type quarterbacks. Troy Aikman, Brett Favre, Joe Montana, Ben Roethlisberger. They weren't.
No, Joe and Brett Favre, they ran a little bit.
They
Or
did
was no,
okay.
no, no, no. Steve Young, not Joe Montana.
Steve,
Steve
Steve,
Young.
he ran a little bit. I mean, he wasn't. He wasn't. You didn't fear him when he came
Yeah,
out the pocket.
he was like running for his life type running.
Like Michael Vick, you feared him all kind of ways. You didn't.
Absolutely. Michael Vick and Warwick Dunn.
Michael Vick, see, that was a quarterback, nice running back duo in
He
Atlanta.
had a two punch. He had Warwick Dunn. And he had big guy. Oh, what was his name? Number 45. I can see him right now. Oh, big light skinned guy.
Okay.
It was Warwick Dunn and him. They were like a little 1-2 punch.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm saying, man, I think that the times of the quarterback has changed that position. So I feel like the running backs, they can have all the meetings they want to, but the league is looking for another Mahomes. So I mean, you think about the boys that's in the NFL now that got drafted. The dude from what's his name, Bryce Young
Yeah,
from
yeah,
from
yeah,
Alabama.
yeah.
He can run too. I mean, he's smaller. He gonna have
All
to
of,
run.
bro, these kids just coming up now. They're like, I saw a video, ambidextrous quarterback. Like, why would you have to be? He's throwing it like this, and he's like running and throwing it, and like, what, like, so like, who, like, that wasn't there back in the day in the
No,
1980s. Like, no one, nobody left-handed and right-handed, and nobody.
neither was thrown on a run. They didn't really throw on a run like that
No,
either
they
in the
sat in the
back in the
pocket
day.
and got pummeled. But more folks
They,
say they
yeah,
got pummeled. But yeah, so I mean,
I mean, Doug Flutie was one of the ones. He kind of ran a lot because he was shorter. He
oh
had to
yeah,
run for his life every
yeah,
play.
Doug Flutie. It was a lot. It was a lot
Flutie
of.
about it back with that one.
It was a lot of like smaller
Uh,
quarterbacks that had
who
to.
was New Orleans? What's his name? Say this. Say
Drew
the
Brees.
the Drew Brees. He was a pocket quarterback. He ran a little bit too.
I got some trivia for
He
you.
had a decent running back.
I got some
What's
trivia
the
for you.
question? What is it?
Who has more?
Prize first. What's my prize?
What's the prize? I'll
I'm
cash.
joking.
I'll cash up you $1.
Oh,
uh, no, I'm gonna
what's
flip
up?
out. I'm gonna flip out if you know this. Who has the most kids, Drew
Okay.
Brees or uh oh man,
Phillip Rivers.
Philip Rivers? Who has the most kids?
Phillip Rivers.
Okay, you're right. And how many does he
Yeah.
have?
I heard he got a 9. He got a team, right? 9,
Nah,
10.
so him and his wife having a new one.
No way.
Yep, they're going for 10. Go for a 10 piece.
That boy had,
McNugget
man.
meal.
He love his wife, man. 10
but
kids.
and he stayed. No, obviously he didn't stay on the same team. He I was gonna
Yeah,
say he went to Indy
mm.
before he left, before he went out.
And I just thought of another one. Who was Peyton Manning's running back? He had a couple of them, but he had a few that stayed a while.
Edrin James.
Jalen James,
Edrin
yeah.
James. And then he had
Another one too from Houston. Skin dude. I don't know because I work with a die, right?
Joseph Adai. Yes. I think
Work with his
he
I work with his
won
wife.
He won the ship. I think he won the
Yeah,
ship with Indy. Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. And then well, I was gonna say Eli Manning, but we already said Eli Manning had the two running back punch.
Oh yeah, Giants. Yeah, yes. I'm saying usually back in the days, as football as we knew growing up, you had a long quarterback and a running back. Your wide receivers they were okay,
Yeah,
but now it's like
TJ
we have some.
Husmanzilla, TJ Husmanzada.
Yeah. Now you have these elite wide receivers and elite quarterbacks. The quarterbacks that's not afraid to run out the pocket. Like I said, they like Mahomes. They
Exactly.
throwing. They're playmakers. They're
But
playmakers.
who was doing stuff that Mahomes was doing before Mahomes?
Ooh, nobody, right?
Vic. Well,
Who?
I was gonna say Vic, but Vic, he wasn't finessing like Mahomes, but still they there was people saying that he just did a flick of the wrist and the ball would go like 70 yards. So
Yeah,
I mean, but
yeah.
with all the flashiness, does can Mahomes throw it down the field though?
Yeah, he got that baseball on. He'll throw it from the
Oh, that's
side, man.
right.
And then, but then he has decent receiver. And then, well, can't forget his tight end. What's his name?
Kelsey,
The
Travis
smooth white.
Kelsey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. See? So yeah, I mean, he got some. He has better receivers than what Vic ever had, and then whatever Lamar Jackson has. He has
who
receivers.
who did Vic have?
I have to go. I have to go look that up. I want to say Andre Rison, the one that dated Left Eye, that got his house burned down, but I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Fact check me on that one.
Since we're running into 10 minutes, so we're gonna move on.
Yeah, what's up?
We're gonna move on. NBA contracts.
Ooh, big money out there still.
Still, so let's go. Unsigned is the major ones is Dame Dollar and bodysuit Harden. Uh they haven't been signed yet. But so I'm
Well,
looking at it. I'm looking at it now. I'm looking so we last episode we talked about Anthony Edwards' big contract. Somebody got more money than him.
yes, Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown got three. He's supposed to get a contract extension of 300 million. So on average, it's about like 70 million or something like that.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. I was talking about Demontis Sabonis, but
Oh, what's
he
the bonus? Yeah.
he got uh he got
Jalen
217.
for how many years?
Oh, five. So
Still a lot. That's 40. Good.
40, 43, 400.
Yeah, that's still a lot of money for Sabonis. Wow.
But yeah, he got he yeah, that's worth it. I would but man, okay, so Jalen so he's
Jalen
staying.
Brown, I mean, his is in the works right now. The 300 something mil for 5 years. My thing is that, I mean, question always, is he worth it? And my answer is that it's kind of in between, yes or no.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a potential. He has a high ceiling for potential, but that doesn't mean that the Celtics going to win the championship with just him. I mean, you got Tatum. Celtics still need a point guard. I don't know. And then
Um
they got right, your boy Porzingis, right?
yeah, they
Celtics do
got
not.
yeah. But I guess is that the big three? Is that a big three for them?
I guess so, but they're in the East now. You know, in the NBA now, you got to have more than three. You got to have 4 or 5 now, because the way Phoenix is stacking them,
Yeah,
Phoenix is stacking now.
you
You got
gotta
to have at
have
least,
you gotta have top five and five on the bench.
yeah, you got,
You gotta have a couple of two ways that'll
yeah, man,
come up from the G League. So
yeah.
that's okay, man. Because they were talking about trading him too. They had a couple of packages.
They're gonna use him. They were going to use him for a trade, but with that kind of money, I don't who gonna take on that trade. And then,
Nobody.
like you said, my boy Dame Dollar, I think he's so. I think Portland is playing hardball. He asked for a trade, but Portland, which I understand, they want to get a star for a star. And you and I talked about this.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I feel like Portland needs to just go ahead and rebuild with your boy Scoop. Scoot Henderson,
Yes, Kimpo.
and just just go ahead and trade for somebody that's has potential and some draft picks, and then that way in a few years Portland gets some draft picks and like a role player, and then they'll be ready to make some noise in the West.
Yes, yes. I think that's too, I think that's true too. They just need a couple of pieces because if you have Dame, Scoot, Jurkic, eh,
Yeah,
you can build with it. And Jeremy Grant, he ain't no, you know, he ain't no chump. Like he nice too. So they just need a couple of pieces and maybe like a bench, and then they'll be all right.
they in
But
the West though. It's tough in
but
the West.
I don't want this to cut off, before we get done. So what we're gonna do
I'm
is we're gonna hold off. We're just gonna give y'all a little taste on episode 2. We'll hold
okay.
off on the talk about Dame Darla and Harden for next episode, and then we'll try and see if we can bring in some female guests, Miss
Yeah,
Aisha Henderson and Amber Bell. Oh, Doctor, I'm so sorry, you're so
but
elegant, Doctor Armstrong,
so,
and yes, and my sister, your wife, Amber Bell. Bring them in
yeah,
so we can talk about some dad like marriage stuff and
yes,
talk
Amber,
about how
MED, and Rebel.
yes,
Matt.
MED, Med Bell, yes. But yeah, so that's it for episode 2. Catch us next time, episode 3. Be looking out for it. We're on YouTube, and then we'll be making our way onto all the sites where podcasts are. So just give it a little time. We're gonna get there. Ain't that right, Mr. Quiet Storm?
Yes, sir. We're gonna get there. We're gonna
Oh
grow.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's it for tonight. Until then, y'all have a blessed day.
He's out.
Sir.